Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. We discuss exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, as well as the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Now, just before we get into all of that, if you love the TipRanks app, make sure you head over to the Apple or Android store and leave a review for us. At the end of each show here, I'll read out some of my favorites. All right, now let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures have just creeped into the green this morning. We had the Dow future up 0.02%, S&P 500 futures up 0.08%, and the Nasdaq futures up 0.22%. Hewlett Packard Enterprise has announced that they've acquired machine learning tech company Determined AI. With Determined AI's expertise in machine learning training platforms and Hewlett Packard's leading AI and high-performance computing products, the acquisition is likely to lead to a greater quantum of accurate data insights for Hewlett Packard's customers. Their GM says that Determined AI's unique open-source platforms allows ML engineers to build models faster and deliver business value sooner without having to worry about the underlying structure. The Hewlett Packard stock does come in as a hold and currently has an average upside of about 13%, with some pretty contrasting price targets. 20 days ago, we have an upside of 35% or a downside of nearly 12%. Amazon is in discussions to acquire 20% of a self-driving truck tech company, Plus. Bloomberg reports that the tech giant has also placed an order for autonomous driving systems from the startup. Plus is a California-based company that is currently working on autonomous driving technology to be used in long-haul trucking. Plus has already partnered with delivery company SF Holding. China's FA Group is also expected to collaborate with Plus for the mass production of driverless trucks. With unanimous buy ratings from analysts, the average price target for Amazon comes in with an almost 24% upside potential. DoorDash has partnered with Albertsons to enable on-demand grocery delivery. The new offering is in response to changing consumer tastes and shopping patterns that have seen most of them resort to services that offer home delivery. Consumers will now be able to place grocery orders from Albertsons banner stores and have them delivered within an hour. Orders will take place through DoorDash's Marketplace app. Additionally, DoorDash and Albertsons are offering a gaming experience whereby customers stand to play and score savings on grocery orders. In the Bag is the new video game from which customers stand to win up to $5,000 in credits towards purchases on DoorDash. DoorDash has analysts split as it comes in as a moderate buy with an average price target which would be a slight downside. The most recent rating from just a few hours ago is a buy rating with an upside of 12.5%. Our lowest within the last month is a hold with a downside of over 8%. Shares of MicroStrategy dropped nearly 10% after they added almost $500 million worth of Bitcoin to their reserves. MicroStrategy provides business intelligence, mobile software, and cloud-based services. The addition of Bitcoins is aligned to the company's corporate strategy of acquiring and holding Bitcoins as treasury assets. MicroStrategy views Bitcoin as a reliable store of value. They purchased an additional 13,005 Bitcoins, and with this purchase, the company's total holdings are now worth approximately $2.741 billion. According to a Bloomberg report, the company will have to report a write-down of around $77 million related to its recent Bitcoin purchase, as rules require companies to mark-to-market their purchases. Their stock comes in as a moderate buy, and once again, we have a lot of companies that have analysts split. We have price targets ranging from downsides of 38% all the way up to 57%, although that downside one is the most recent, coming in just 6 hours ago. Identity solutions company Ping Identity Holdings has acquired Secured Touch. They are a leading player in fraud and bot detection and mitigation. Financial terms of the deal have been kept under wraps, and with this acquisition, Secured Touch will become a part of the PingOne cloud platform. Their CEO said that the acquisition of Secured Touch accelerates our vision for cloud-delivered intelligent identity solutions that combat malicious behavior online. Analysts rate this stock a moderate buy with an average upside potential of about 32.5%. And shares of Delta Airlines closed with a slight gain yesterday after it was reported that they plan to hire over 1,000 new pilots by next summer. The additional hiring is driven by the management's belief that U.S. leisure travel volumes will return to the pre-pandemic levels. The airline is also seeing a surge in business travel. Notably, Delta expects to post a pre-tax profit in the second half of 2021 after posting huge losses in fiscal 2020 due to the pandemic. Importantly, on June 20th, we saw the highest numbers of U.S. travelers, 2.1 million, since the beginning of the pandemic back in March of 2020. Now, this number is still 23% lower than pre-pandemic levels, but is on the rise. Consequently, other airlines are also gearing up to increase the number of pilots and overall employees to meet this increasing demand. And it seems that analysts are also feeling optimistic as the Delta Airlines stock comes in as a moderate buy with an average upside potential of 28%. Now, moving over to notable earnings reports. And I actually have an earning report to share with you today, guys, as we just heard from Plug Power this morning. The company posted net revenue of $72 million, which did come in ahead of analyst expectations and was ahead of their $40.8 million for the first quarter back in 2020. Now, they did report a loss of 12 cents per share, which did not meet analyst expectations, as they were estimating a loss of just 8 cents per share. Their stock currently comes in as a moderate buy with an average upside of nearly 55%. However, we haven't seen any analyst weigh in since their report was posted just this morning. The rest of the day remains fairly quiet for earnings reports. Tomorrow we'll be hearing from a couple companies like Winnebago and KB Home. So let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. This morning's gainers are led by VTV Therapeutics. Trading under the ticker VTVT, they're currently up 32% in the pre-market following an announcement of a strategic licensing agreement for developing and commercializing aziliragon for the treatment of cancer. Followed by Adial Pharmaceuticals under ADIL, who's currently up 23% following EMA approval for their alcohol use disorder pill. Followed by Biopath Holdings under BPTH, currently up nearly 19% after they received a patent for one of their cancer-treating drugs. Our biggest losers this morning are led by New Concept Energy. Trading under the ticker GBR, they're currently down 17%. This is following a rise of 73% yesterday. Followed by Anavex Life Sciences under AVXL. They're down about 10% following a gain of 13%, which was caused by some positive news regarding one of their drugs. And Microvision under MVIS, also down about 10%. So that is everything for Tuesday's pre-market update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it all the way to the end of the video here, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Now, one of my favorite recent ratings comes from Bobby, who says that TipRanks is straight to the point, effective, and very informative source of information that you can use to help you make decisions towards your financial goals. And I totally agree with you, Bobby, so thank you so much for sharing that. Everybody else, make sure to check the description down below for links to the different app stores where you can leave your reviews on the TipRanks app. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you back here next time.